Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Booth Podcast, episode 64. This is the podcast where we talk about life, love, and the deep things you don't talk about with anyone else. I'm your host, Dominic. With me is my co-host,
Ken.
And today, what are we talking about, Ken?
Is it okay to be single?
Is it okay to be single?
Shit, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm very, up and down about it.
Yeah, man.
The weird part about being single is, some days I'll be like, yo, I fucking love being single. You know, I can do this and that. You know, I have a lot more free time. Then the next, I'm on TikTok. I see all of these couples scrolling on my feed, doing these trends. I'm like, I want that, man. But then I go back yo, fuck that shit.
Right.
You know, I'm doing me, man. I want all that time to myself. But I'm like, it gets lonely sometimes, you know? It fluctuates a lot.
Yeah, I think I said this on the previous podcast. I'm like, there's pros and cons.
Yeah,
You know, like I do get my own free time.
Mm-hmm.
I do, I don't got to worry about, anyone else's feelings but my own, I get to be just taking care of myself.
Yeah.
Right.
All that energy is directed towards yourself.
Yeah. I have a better sleeping schedule sometimes.
Yo. Okay. If you're single, you've kind of gone through that where if you're in talking stage or you're in a situationship, you're going to take away some of your sleep to FaceTime this person at night sometimes, right? Maybe watch a movie with them, just have some late night talks. Don't get me wrong, it's nice. But when shit ends, you're just like, damn, it's hard to get back into the groove, the rhythm that you were in before.
Yeah.
Cause dude, I did that many times. I've broken my sleep schedule many times for a girl.
Guilty.
And I regret it a little bit. Because it's not that I didn't enjoy. It's not that I didn't enjoy my time with her. It's just that damn, it didn't work out, and now I have to
right when it doesn't work out. It's like
yo,
this is all for nothing.
A little bit, but it's the bad part is me expecting a relationship, right? So that's where I went wrong. Yeah. But it's like, damn, man, it's hard to go back to sleep again at the right time.
Right. Yeah, I remember one time I was regularly waking up at 6 a.m. And then at some point it's just like, I think me and my girlfriend at the time had a fight in the night, and then that conversation went on for a bit longer than it should have. Yeah. And then it was like I needed to fix things. So then it ruined my sleeping schedule.
Yeah. You gotta sacrifice. I get it. But I'm sometimes I don't want to sacrifice my sleep, if I'm gonna be honest. It's I've watched a ton of movies, watched a ton of series, and it's it was great.
Right.
But it's I want to sleep, bro.
Right. Well, what do you think you'd want in a relationship that being single can't provide? Company, just company, just overall company, huh?
Having a number one emotional support partner.
Okay, that's true.
I'm you can. I have my best friend right here. I can talk to him. I'm sometimes I want my partner to talk to about all this stuff, right? It's because
we were partners.
Because we are. We are. Just not in that way.
Right.
Not yet. Anyways.
Jesus.
Anyways. But yeah, it's I want that person I can be very vulnerable with, where I know we're being vulnerable with the intent to get closer together. It's not that I can't. It's not that I can't.
To build.
Yeah. It's not that I can't do it with my best friends and everything. Right. That's friendship love and romantic love are a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Right. It's I want to be very vulnerable with this person, which I've done before. Mm-hmm. Right. Which some people, maybe I shouldn't have been vulnerable with, but it's the effort.
You live and you learn.
Yes,
it's okay.
That's the best part about life.
That is the best part about life.
But also the worst part because they come in the form of a lesson. Ooh.
Yeah.
Basically. That part where they come in as a lesson is always tough because I don't want you to be another lesson. I want you to stay in my life. I want to value you. I want to grow with you. I want to learn everything about you. But then God's fuck you. No, that ain't happening. So break your heart, character development, on to the next, forget the rest.
Yeah.
Why, God?
Oh, why? I feel I would miss just doing fun activities with someone that would genuinely just want to do them because they're genuinely trying to get to know you on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Not always are your friends available to do those things with, because they got other fun stuff that they want to do and they got work in their own life. But a significant other, I feel they would put the time and effort to be you know what? Let's do something you love today.
Yeah.
And they and then you do them, and it's wow, I couldn't have done this with anyone else. And it's there's a little spice. There's a little spice with doing it with that person too.
And it's more memorable.
Yeah.
Right. It's yo, you take more into consideration right? It's not that you can't do that with your friends, but with your friends, like usually you're in a group setting or whatever. It's just like YouTube, but it's great memories. But it's like when you try to build it with another person to like a relationship level, it's like it's more delicate. It's more kindred.
Delicate. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like these memories, I want them to last. But there's a portion or an alternate universe where we don't last.
Right.
And you don't want that to be true. So you want to keep these memories forever. But once they're gone, they're gone.
Yes.
Oh, dude. It's like bringing back memories now. Because I remember one time when I was seeing this one girl, right?
Which girl this time?
Man, don't worry about her, okay? She's irrelevant. She's irrelevant. Anyways, but basically, we're talking about building memories together whatsoever, if I believe. And then she mentioned like sometimes she remembers too much because she put in over there. I was having a lot of fun with my ex because we used to do a lot of things down there, right? This is like some park, and I'm like, damn. And you know, I said we can't rewrite those memories, but I still got played. But it's fine, you know. But yeah, in that moment I realized that memories really are important when you're trying to like build with another person.
Yeah, because I don't know, it's really fun when I was thinking about all the people that I've been with too. It's like
how many people? I'm joking. Sorry.
When you look into their eyes, like it's almost like a flash of the life that you had with them just comes in like into your brain, like all the memories and stuff. And just knowing that you have that, it shows how valuable it is to make memories, and just to like how invaluable it is to build on those stories that you build with a certain person. Yeah. Because we were talking about this earlier at the mall earlier, where it was just like, what kind of characters are gonna come into my life?
Yeah.
And then which ones are gonna reappear, and then like what kind of storylines are in store for us with them.
And some of them are waiting. Like we've met them already, but they're waiting to like extend like their story with us.
Yeah.
And like there's a lot. There's a
lot of fun.
There's a lot of
people that we've met, and like sometimes it's like, wait, this could be a potential love interest, or this could be a potential like really great friend, you know?
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's fun to like to go through these walks of life and like see all these different people and
opportunities.
And that's the thing I like about being single. Is like, I get to just I get to talk to people without feeling like I have a ball and chain on my leg. Just like, oh no, don't talk to her because like you're taken. Like you can't talk to her.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to talk to people just to make friends. Like literally today we were just on fire.
Oh yeah,
just talking to a bunch of fucking people.
Shout out to I think his name is Justin and Jason. I think it's Jason, something like that. Yeah. Well, you guys know who you are, right? Shout out to you guys. Thank you for like talk. I thought Dom knew you guys.
I thought Ken knew you guys.
And then like we're walking away. It's like, you know the guy? Like, no.
And I was like, oh, so they did recognize us from the
podcast. Yeah. So if you guys are listening, shout out to you guys. Thank you for that. Shout out to those guys. You know, it didn't even feel like it was like an interaction. It's just like a genuine conversation.
Yeah, no, because we at one point we're just like rizzing each other up.
When that dude got like no rizzed. Fucking way.
Ken got rizzed today.
Cause when you went like that, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Don't do that shit.
Did he point at your shirt and then
he's like, you got something here, and you went like, I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, he got you. Like, Ken got so red.
Cause I'm like, dude, this is shit out in public. Don't be doing that shit to me.
Yeah. And like we were all laughing, and all their coworkers were looking.
Yeah. Cause we were there for a hot minute.
Yeah. We were there. What's the best part about being single, Ken?
Best part about being single. Oh, I can't say that.
What the heck? Okay.
I have a lot of free time. I have a lot of time to focus on myself.
Okay.
I have a lot of time I can enjoy. I just have more time I have time. I have fucking time when I'm single, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the amazing part. It's like, dude, I don't have to go out with a girl or give her attention whatsoever. I know that attention is diverted towards me. And I get to work on myself. That's the like fulfillment. That's like the epiphany of being single. Yeah, dude, I have more time. What the fuck? What about you?
Yeah, I honestly feel the same way. Like, I think what's crazy is after my long 2-year relationship, I obviously was a little bit heartbroken, but then I was like, oh my gosh, like, I have time. Like, like, listen, as great as like she was, and as great as like a relationship is, when you get to just be by yourself, you realize, wow, I can do so much. Like the possibilities are endless now.
Yeah.
A lot of doors have just opened up for me. Like if I decided to do this or this and so, I can do that without thinking about, oh, what would my partner think? Or how would she still fit into my life if I chose so and so? I can just do so and so, and I can figure out how I'm gonna fit into that lifestyle. Don't gotta worry about any exterior factors.
Yeah.
And we're settled. We're straight. You know.
Nah. One of the best parts about being single, you save a lot of money. Ubers, food, clothes, gifts, everything. You save a fuck ton of money, bro.
And yes, but you're not there yet. Gas.
Yeah, in a sense.
Taking a ride.
But I mean, there's the whole Uber part where it's just
Uber, yeah.
That shit's not expensive. You're you don't have a car. Yeah, dude, I've saved like I remember. Okay, if I were to look back at all the girls I've talked to and just like had a situationship or just dealt with or whatever.
Yes,
dude, I've spent a good amount of money. Okay, guys. Sounds so bad, thinking like money's the factor, but nah. I'm just saying, if I knew it wasn't gonna work, I would have saved myself maybe thousands or hundreds of dollars. Just built up.
Right.
I'm not like one big fucking purchase. But yeah, it's like I would have saved a lot of money. I'm like, damn.
Right.
That money could have been going into like my clothes or something, my closet.
Right.
What about you? What? Wait. To you, besides time, what's the number one thing you like doing being single?
I like being able to just pursue my passions without like thinking, oh, I gotta get home like a lot earlier just so I can like get to that FaceTime call, or I gotta text them to know where I am, or like to know where I am, what I'm doing. There's a sense of like detachment that is very freeing because there's no more clinginess of like, where are you? What time is it? Blah, blah, blah. I'm feeling this way. Please be at my beck and call. Not that that's a totally bad thing. Because for sure, if I had a girlfriend right now and I was totally in love with her, if she had told me, where are you? I'm worried about you. Dude, that's one of the best feelings in the world. For sure.
Yeah.
And if she were to tell me, oh, I'm feeling down, I'm at her beck and call. It's no problem. I'm not saying that's wrong. But being single, you get to like just worry about your own mental state and your own emotional space. And then you get to pursue the things that you want to do without thinking, oh man, like this is going to affect her or this, affect him and their time. Yeah. You get to just do your own thing and just like feel free doing that thing.
Nah, I remember one time, I used to game like a lot, right?
Okay. Oh my God. Here we go.
Yeah, so I used to game a lot. And when I started seeing this girl, it's like, it's not that I wanted to game. I'm like, I got to give this girl attention, right? If I really want to make it work. So I would choose her over being with the boys, like online, which at the time was an amazing idea, right? And I don't regret those memories, but it's like, damn, I kind of just like a little lost touch with the boys there. We couldn't yell in the mic anymore, or I didn't do that as much anymore. It's like, oh yeah, I'm spending time with her, watching a movie with her. Yeah, it's like,
you feel a sense of like I have to mature.
No, you know what's the saddest part is when also one of the saddest parts when you game a lot with your boys, and then once you start seeing a person, you tell they hit you up like, hey, you hopping on time? Like, nah, I'm gonna be watching a movie with her, right? And they keep hitting you up, and then eventually the phone calls, the texts are fading away, and it's like once it's over, it's like
lose the boys somehow.
Yeah.
You lose
I mean,
friends.
they're always there, right? I can still hop on the Discord whatsoever, right? But it's like, it's not that I can't reconnect with you. It's like I just feel like I feel so bad.
You just feel disconnected.
Yeah. It's like, damn, bro. It's like, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let that get in between, but I was working to something. But at least I know my boys will always be there. Right? Yeah. Oh, you have more times with the boys when you're single, and because you got if all your boys are single, your jokes are on fire.
Depends when you're ready to hear a lot of them too. So it does depend.
Inside jokes, the red flag, everything they come into realization. Right. It's like you just learn a lot, like by being single, because you learn everything that was wrong. Yeah, no. Being single is honestly one of the biggest like learning opportunities you can ever get by. Because it's like you learn not only about yourself, but the way people work, the things that you need, the things that you want.
You also see the things that you need to work on.
Exactly.
Because yes, like in a relationship, sometimes a partner can point out these like things, but you don't really want your partner to just point out all those things. You kind of want to like be very self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Right. And so when like you do have that time by yourself to just figure out these little things, it's a lot better. Because then when you do meet that person, it's like I've been ready for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like, oh, I'm like going into this a mess, or like there's still things I need to improve on. It's like I've been improved on, and I'm fully ready to be in this relationship with you. I'm ready to impress you with all the things that I did work on, you know? Do you ever feel like because you're single, you feel a pressure to just be in a relationship? Or just to talk to a bunch of girls?
Before I did, I'm like, I had a constant need just to like at least talk to someone, because I was so used to like always talking to a person, right? And even if it wasn't working out, it's like, I kind of like your company. It's just so bad, which you guys shouldn't do. I advise you not to, because one person will get hurt. It could either be her or it could be you.
Not to keep them as a void filler.
Yeah, don't keep them as a void filler. But yeah, to answer your question, do I feel pressure from people? Like do you feel
pressure from yourself? Like the thought of being single. Do you ever feel like, oh man, I'm single, I need to...
Yeah. Sometimes. From time to time, it's like when I see a lot of people being in relationships, I feel really left out, right? But I'm like, I shouldn't be chasing a person out of desperation or loneliness. You know, I want to be loving a person based on who they are. Right. I actually genuinely want to fall in love with them, not because like, oh, just because I need to be in one. No, I want to fall in love deep down with every single part of her. Right. Because that's what I want. Because if I'm chasing out of desperation and loneliness, then I'm fulfilling something that will always be empty. And that sucks.
You think in a way it's like attention seeking and just seeking a validation to see like, oh yeah, I'm still attractive. I still got it.
Yeah. And also that, and I feel like people see relationship as like some higher status.
Yeah.
Right? Where it's like, oh, if you're in a relationship, you're succeeding in life, you're doing well, you're happy, bro. Right. It's like some people aren't happy in relationships. You know, sometimes relationships aren't seen. I don't think relationships should even be seen as like some like higher status. It's like we're all technically the same. Right? It's like relationships are just people loving each other.
I feel like there are a few sides to like, oh, this person's with this person. Like, it could be a happy thing to look at, or it's like they could be very toxic to each other. One person could be holding the other person down. One person might not even be worth their time.
Exactly. So
there's a lot of factors that go into these things that we don't really know of. So it's like, maybe you're better without one.
Yeah.
You know, because then you can just figure out what's wrong with you, you know? Like
basically. Yeah. Why do you think you're single?
Damn. I don't know, man. You tell me, man. Yeah. What do you think, man? Honestly.
Oh, we're gonna do it like that.
Honestly, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. That. Okay. Let's get personal. Why do you personally think I'm single? Run it.
Why do I think you're single? Ooh. Let me think. Are we gonna get like real, or are we gonna get like surface level?
Just sign an NDA.
Fuck. I don't know how I should word this.
You know what? I think I'm single. Personally, okay. I think I'm single.
Okay, I'm not gonna say that
because I haven't found the right person yet.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I thought, you know, I just don't think the right person has come for you, and isn't on your level, you know.
Can we cut here, yo? I can't with you right now, bro.
No, keep it rolling.
Fuck it.
We're still on it.
But yeah, no. Anyways, jokes aside, guys, I think me and a lot of you guys, if you're single and you're hoping for a relationship, there's no need to rush. I think like whatever is meant to be for you will stay with you. So just let things play out. Just stay in the present, because the more you overthink, oh, why not me? Then it'll never be you, right? Instead, just keep working on yourself, keep living your life, and then, like, you know, everything will fall into place. Because when you do feel this pressure of, like, I need to be in a relationship, or why am I so bad? Well, like, why won't anyone be with me, the more you have things falling apart in your head, right? But instead of having the mindset of, oh my God, everything's falling apart, just have the mindset of everything's going to fall into place.
Yeah.
And then things will get to that place.
Sorry, I want to go back to the first question. I just want to add on to this. I think you're single. Hear me out.
Here we go.
I think you're single because these girls have not been able to cater to the love that, or can't give the same amount of love that you give.
Ooh.
You know, it's like you do give a lot of love.
Okay.
Right? And, you know, sometimes the effort for them doesn't go as long as yours. Does that make any sense?
Or maybe we're just, you know, there's just different levels to this, you know?
Yeah. Like,
Maybe,
okay, if those girls that are watching that have,
maybe,
you know.
You know what, I'd like to think.
What?
Just to clear them out the way. I'd like to think at one point it was like, oh, we are on the same path.
Yeah.
And then it just so happened like their path was this way and mine was the other way. Yeah. Like, you know, what I saw as like, this is what I wanted, what I needed. It was not what they could have provided.
Yeah.
And maybe what I had to give was not what they needed.
Yeah.
You know, whatever I had to provide was not what they wanted. So it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You know, you'll have your great love stories, and then you'll have the ones that didn't work.
Yeah.
And it's totally fine.
Maybe this isn't your season of love. Maybe this season is meant for you to work on yourself and better yourself and just do all the things you've always wanted to do. You know, and just like do this, make the move to a better life for yourself without having someone. I'm speaking to myself here, but I think this time of my singlehood or singleness, whatever, is a time for me to just really pursue my passions and go forth with it. Like not just podcasts, not just for clothes, but also for me. Right? A passion of mine just working on myself. So like going to the gym, taking care of myself, journaling, or like speaking to myself more often. Right? I'm really enjoying it recently. Right? It's because like, yo, this is the peace that I've always longed for. Why did I want it? Like, why did it get stripped away from me? Because I chose for that. You know, I chose to share my peace with someone, and it didn't work out. So now I'm trying to slowly regain that peace to build back up, so I can feel like content again, while still going for, you know, a higher level of myself. Yeah, no, I think. Listen, if you're watching this, you might be single for a reason, for a good reason,
and
not a bad
honestly,
reason.
what is that reason, right? Like, for example, some people are single, and they haven't ever been in a relationship. Maybe, you know, like your journey is different.
Yeah.
And then there's other people that are single because of like a traumatic relationship.
Yeah.
Or they're really heartbroken from a relationship. And there's a lot of things that you would also need to go through to like be in a better place to have a relationship.
Yeah.
Like we had a friend that mentioned that, and mind you, he's a very good looking person. Great personality.
Are we thinking about him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very funny guy. Like he has everything magnetic.
Yeah.
Very magnetic person. And you look at him and you're thinking, yeah, this guy
probably like 4 or 5 relationships.
Yeah, some like he's been in the game, right?
Yeah.
Tells us he's been single until he was like 24 years old.
23, I remember.
Or 23 years old. Yeah. and I remember Ken going like, "Oh my gosh, that gave me so much hope."
It gave me comfort, you know, knowing that like, yo, cuz I won't lie, because I've been single like for a long time, sometimes I do feel the pressure of needing to be in a relationship, right? But then hearing other people like, oh, I haven't been in a relationship, or my first relationship was when I was 25, 26, 23. I'm like, oh, why am I rushing?
Yeah, the journey
is
different.
It's like, yeah, the journey is different for me. Because those of you who don't know, I've been single for like my whole life. Just been through a lot of situationships and whatsoever.
21, gang.
Yeah.
21.
I will not do something for you. But anyways, yeah. I've been single for 21 years and I've learned a lot. You know, I heard a lot. But I've stuck through it all. And it's like, the more I've come into contact with people who have been single, or who are single in like, let's say their 30s or late 20s, it's like, I had this expectation that you were supposed to be married, you know, in a relationship at least, right? And just already gauging in your life. I'm like, I'm hearing stories on TikTok of other people being single. I'm like, in their late 20s, I'm like, this is amazing. I don't feel so alone. You know, I feel comfort. It's like, they're not the only ones. I'm not the only one, right? And it's just great because like, this means that the way I see it of my singleness, because like, maybe it's not my time to love, but also maybe the people that I've been interacting with, the girls I've been interacting with,
Yeah.
they can't and I can't like provide for them. They can't provide for me. We can't be on the same level.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just like, yo, I think that's great and that's amazing, because if we were just to go along with it, knowing full hand that's not going to work out,
Yeah.
then I'm building something that can never be like built.
Mm.
You know, that will always get tarnished and broken.
I kind of want to touch on this one because like I feel like, okay, let's just say you just got out of a long relationship, right? Or you're like me, and you've been through multiple relationships. This is why I think it's okay to be single, at least at the point in my life. If you've gone on, like we know a friend also that's also always been in a relationship in his like teenage years and until now too.
Yeah, yeah,
And so it's like, time to just be young.
yeah,
Like, you know, when you're in a relationship, to an extent, there's a part where you're taking care of another person. Like you're trying to take care of yourself, but really taking care of the other person.
yeah.
So there's a lot of like there's a lack of development in some way or another, right? Learning how to take care of your own like feelings and emotions and thought process and thought patterns, and then like other little pieces of behavior that you should know how to do. Like I feel like because I was so babied in my relationships, there's a lot of things that I go on like now I'm like, dude, how do I do this?
Yeah.
And then I'm like only learning now. Like,
Do you feel like you missed out on like a bunch of other stuff? Just because you're in a relationship?
You know, it's a give and take thing, because like as much as like yes, I feel like I did lose some experience, I gained a lot of experience where someone else didn't.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like it's here and there.
Yeah.
But I feel like to an extent, now I can learn the benefits of being single. For example, I feel like I've become such a more social butterfly.
Yeah, you got it out of your shell.
You know,
I'll give you that for sure.
and it's not because I mean, like when I was in my relationship, I don't know if it's just a me thing, but because when I was in a relationship, I felt like I'm always talking to my partner, and I'm not really putting in the time to talk to other people because my social battery is already drained.
Yeah.
I don't feel a need to make new friends. I got my quote unquote best friend for life.
Yeah.
Even though that wasn't the case. But it's like I don't feel a need to, you know? Like I'm set here. And even still, like sometimes your partner will tell you, why do you need another friend? You got me. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And so like I felt like there was a loss of like progress in certain areas of my life, which being single has to offer. You can do a lot more in terms of like being a people person. You can learn how to do all these little chores that you would have never really done because your partner would do it more.
Yeah.
At least in my case. You just learn how to grow up too.
Yeah.
You know, especially because like you're so used to, again, like being in a relationship really is just a whole different like level of like what your day-to-day life is going to look like.
It's like a different routine.
It is a whole different routine.
Well, I wouldn't even call it routine because sometimes, it's like it'll get disrupted.
It's just a different lifestyle. It's a whole different lifestyle. But being single, I've just been like, oh, wow, I've spent more time with my friends than I like ever did in like the years that I was taken. Or, like I'm like learning about all these new food spots.
Yeah.
I mean, like you do learn that in a relationship, but like to an extent when you get into a relationship, there is a state of comfort that you don't really feel like getting out of all the time.
Yeah.
You know? So
it's like the food's comfortable, the place is comfortable, everything's just so familiar, it's so calming. Like why go out of it?
Yeah.
Why experience like something outside of something you're so comfortable? Because it's like it's not that it's scary or anything, it's just that you're just used to the familiarity.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's like as human beings, like we have to be uncomfortable to grow. Like if I'm not wrong, that's like I mean that's how we started as human beings, like you know what I'm saying? Like freaking cavemen had to learn how to survive and
make fire.
Fight for their warmth, fight for like food to survive, and like all these other things that made them super, super uncomfortable. And that's how we've developed to become like the human beings that we all are now and have the civilization, all this other stuff now. Yeah. And there's a loss of that. There really is.
When you're in a relationship and everything.
Like you kind of plateau.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Like as much as you learn a lot of new things about how to like conflict resolution. You learn about like
problem solving, compromise, sacrifice,
and a lot about like this person that you're building a life with. I'm sure. I think there is a loss of like self development. Like, of course, people can argue oh no, but like it just depends on your partner. Like you can still be independent in a relationship. Yes, 100%. But like most relationships, there's a tendency to become dependent, right? And there's a tendency to be in a state of comfort, because I mean, like, what are you doing when you build something with someone and then you let out your most vulnerable moments? You look at them and you think safety, comfort, already
safe haven.
So that's what I've been learning, at least personally. That's what I've been learning.
Okay, wait. Just out of curiosity too, is this technically the longest you've been single?
No, the longest I've been single, we were friends. I was single for like a year. And
yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah. I was single for a while.
We forgot about her. Yeah. anyways,
single for a while.
This is my perspective of why it's okay to be single, from a guy coming without any relationship experience. Dude, literally, I'm gonna say it again. You have a lot more time to focus on yourself. You learn more about yourself, and the whole self-development thing, you're able to grasp that, right? You learn more of what you want, what you need, how to take care of yourself, right? You learn how to harness a bit of your emotions and control them a little more, right? Because you have all this time by yourself, you just had yourself, and that's like your only friend at the end of the day. And I'm able to talk to myself through my problems, able to talk to myself about my day and whatsoever, and it's great, right? It's like when all my friends were like in relationships, right? They'd be hanging out with their girlfriend. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, soft. You know, I'd still go out for bubble tea, just get some stuff by myself. I enjoyed a lot of peace, a lot of comfort, and a lot of learning. Even though I didn't write about it for some other reasons. I mean, for some of them, the time, I was still able to learn like why I did certain things. Like I'd reflect back, like, Ken, why did you do this? Why did you do this? You know, I remember this time where I was like reflecting on like the people I've hurt, right? Like long back. I'm like, why did I do that? And I thought about the responses I made. It's like, oh shit, the reason I said this is because of like back in my childhood. The reason why I'm so impatient like now is, or I'm still fixing it, right? It's because like, you know, my dad would always say, yo, I'm coming to Canada soon. Right, so it affected me, and I learned that, and I feel like I wouldn't have learned that if I was in a relationship, right? Because I'd be so hung up on the other person. Right. But now it's like the attention's on me. Everything I do is judged by myself and not by the other person, right? And because it's judgment, it's like good judgment. You know, it's like another voice. Yeah. Right. I'm thinking like more in like the third person perspective, and when you're single, you learn the skill of being self-aware. Yeah. Right. The words you say, the things that you do. Everything, you know, the stuff you're putting into your body, the stuff you're putting out there into the world, you learn all of that, and you're like, oh shit, I shouldn't be doing this. You know, I should be doing better at doing this, right? And I think that's like one of the most like gracious moments you can have by being single. Being single is great. Being single is amazing. To all the viewers who are single, stay single, kings and queens. You will enjoy this moment. Enjoy it while it lasts. I hear this a lot about people in relationships. Whenever they tell me, I tell them I'm single. Right, I've been single for like a long time. They're like, "Stay single, bro." Like,
who was one of those people?
You?
Yeah, that's all I needed.
Oh, I can't.
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. It was me.
You, a couple of my other friends.
I told him straight up. I remember like I was like, Ken, don't get into a relationship.
Don't get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck you, man. I want to get in one. Now I'm just like,
yeah,
I don't know, man.
Hey,
I don't know.
Hey, man. Now I'm gonna listen to my own advice. I'll be honest with you. Hot take. I think the reason why, or at least a good reason why people are single, you're not there yet. You're not enough yet. Yeah. You're not of value. Like, not that, like, okay.
Don't be a pick me.
Not that, like, listen. Not that, you know how people go like, oh, rate me out of 10. Or like, what do you think you would rate yourself out of 10?
In all honesty.
No, like, you know how people would ask.
Oh, okay.
That, right?
I was going to answer
okay,
that
then
shit.
What would you answer, right?
Oh, shit, dude. I give myself, like, it's not even me being, like, not confident or anything. I'd give myself a solid like 6.5, 7.
Okay, right? Let's just say, right?
Yeah.
There are people that go, I'm a 10.
No, I've seen those videos.
I'm a 10.
You see, I know those videos.
And then it's like, well, then you're capping yourself.
Yeah.
There's no room for improvement, right? Because let's just say, like, people say this. I'm just gonna restate it. People say the average man is, I don't know, let's say a 7.
Yeah.
Or let's say a 6.
Yeah.
But if they improve their appearance, their intellect,
health, wealth,
their
intelligence,
personality,
everything,
humor, all of that, maybe bumps up to an 8, 8.5.
I hear girls say if you're just funny, you bump up to like a fucking 9.
Okay, well, you know, that's not realistic.
I don't,
You know what I mean? Because there's so many
Yeah.
factors that add up to what kind of person,
yeah.
whatever. And so just take it as in like you're not at your full self yet.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you the person, if you want,
You're still a pre-order. You're not available to the market. You know, the people investing in you are your friends. And then once you're out there, everyone wants you.
right. 'Cause in my head, right, like if you are gonna be searching for a very high value person, right, for you, right, what you seek as value, a high quality person, you gotta be deserving of that high quality person.
Yeah.
You gotta like, what are you gonna bring to the table that makes you deserving of that person?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to go off again with what I was saying, because, you know, I asked one of the girls that I was talking to at one point, I was like, you know what, why do you think like it didn't work out for us or whatever?
Yeah.
And they said their reasons, and I listened to it with a very like, I listened to it with humility. Like I was like, okay, that makes sense. Like I didn't like immediately go, that's crazy. What is she saying? I am that and more.
Yeah.
You got to look at it with an open mind. Like, no, wait. Maybe she's onto something, or maybe they're onto something. Maybe I should like really take into account what they're thinking, because if she's thinking that way, who's to say the next person's not thinking that way? Obviously, there are some factors that you can go, well, she's just not interested in whatever I have to offer. The next person will like me for who I am.
Yeah.
Whatever. And that's a great thing to think about. But to an extent, if you also have days where you're not loving yourself completely, then maybe there are some things to change.
Yeah.
It's not to like discourage anybody of like, oh, so you're going to find someone that loves you for you. It's to encourage people to think, I can do more with myself to become more than what I think I already am.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Like I know that sometimes it can be like to other people, it can be like a harmful thing to their you know, their process and their growth. But to some others, they think, okay, what is he saying that is true in this? Is there really a way that I can like increase my value as a person, and maybe find someone that sees that value and like really like wants me for this and more?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I think you're just not there yet, guys.
Yeah, that's I think that's true. Just because like if you have nothing to offer, or if you're just a person who says, I want a girl that's this, that's that, right? And you have nothing to offer,
Exactly.
then you don't deserve shit.
Yep.
You deserve someone who's just exactly like you.
Like respectfully, like you don't deserve shit.
It's like no, like think about it, guys. Like we're not trying to like belittle you or anything like that. It's just to us, it's just kind of facts. Like
there's like a lot of things that like add up to, because for example,
Yeah.
if I'm standing next to a girl that's like of super high value,
yeah,
I might feel insecure because like I'm like, you know, let's say we go around and then everyone's gonna go, he's dating her,
yeah,
right? Or even vice versa, she's dating him. That stuff happens,
yeah,
right? And it's not like, okay, but you shouldn't think about what everyone else thinks. Sometimes what everyone else thinks is what you think, right? Like thoughts get to you too. You know what? Like if I'm standing next to like a really high value woman, I want to be able to like, me too. You know, like that's why we're such a power couple, and not like the other way around. You know, not like she's doing any charity work. Or anything, you know. Yeah.
And not even that, but it's also like you don't want to piggyback off of the person, right? Because once you piggyback off of them, they're literally carrying you.
Yeah.
Right, and you're dragging them down. You deserve someone who's somewhat like you, you know, on the same level, basically, right?
Yeah.
Because I think you said it too. It's like if you're not on the same level or something like that, it's like you can't
same wavelength, same frequency. Yeah. But yeah, I also did say in a previous podcast that like I think everyone deserves someone that will like not just accept them, but choose them at the end of the day for their complexities, for the difficulties, for all the little things that make them them, and for all the big amazing things that make them them. And if you're in the market to look for that person, then by all means stay single until you find that person.
Yeah.
Like I like, of course, like, right? Like let's say when you're a kid and you wanted a toy so badly, you'd wait for Christmas. So when you want something that amazing to be in your life, just wait for the day it'll come. Not like it's an annual thing like Christmas, but like you know, like if you can wait, you can wait. Like
I mean, yeah, I've been doing it for 21 years.
You're in no rush, guys.
What's another, you know? But realistically, I'm not trying to be single until like 30, bro.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, no, I get that.
I'm sorry. If you're like above, or if you're older than us and you're kind of offended by what I said, I am sorry. I very much.
It's a preference. It's a preference.
It's a preference.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that I don't know. I still have this.
And it's totally out of your control, by the way.
I know it's not under control. I just have this like ideology that like, yo, I should at least be in a relationship before 25.
Right.
You know, I'm not trying to be single and 30. Right. I'm not trying to. Little sad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You know, that's just me. That's a me problem. That's not a you problem. That's a me problem. Okay, guys.
How annoying is it like seeing a bunch of other couples be so happy when you're like, I wish I had that.
Dude, I wrote a paper about this before.
You did?
Yeah, it was for English in grade 12.
Oh wow.
I forgot what he said. No, he literally he said basically it was an essay about this descriptive essay.
Okay.
Right, describing emotions and everything. Literally, what I said was when okay, I remember this feeling so vividly where I walked, going to this train station. I walked into the train, I'm waiting for the train, and then I walked through the train, front, left, right, center, couples everywhere.
Right.
And for some reason, I felt this really bubbly, happy, joyful aura around me. Right? But then here I was, sad aura around me, very dark. Right? Just like a feeling of jealousy and resentment. And it's just like, fuck you guys. I want that. You know, that's essentially what I kind of said. I think I said fuck you or fuck this in my essay because that's how I genuinely felt. It's not that I was hating, but it's like because I was jealous, you know, that they have something that I don't.
Right.
You know, and it was just getting to me. But now seeing all these couples on TikTok and whatsoever, it's just like I'm very happy that they're able to experience that. Right. And it's like for me, it's like it kind of fulfills me. It's like a little joyful feeling where it's like, I can't wait for the day I'm able to make these videos. I'm able to romanticize my own relationship, do all these cute little shits, these cute little trends.
God damn it.
Right? And it's just like, I can't wait. And it makes me yearn for love. And, you know, if she's out there and she's watching, she's listening to me, hey, my soulmate, my the one, yo, I hope I see you soon.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying to me. I mean, like, I will still see those couples, and I'll honestly, realistically, I will be happy for them. Yeah. Even if it's like an ex. Yeah. Even if it's an ex. Yeah. I've looked at them and them being happy, and I'm like, good for them, honestly. Yeah. Like, that is what I wanted at the end of the day, is I wanted them to be happy. So, now, when it comes to, like my mindset is like, yes, I'm happy for everybody else. It's like, damn, when is it my turn? Like, you know, like, when is it gonna be me? Because like you like you said, you want to make those. I've made those videos. Yeah. I've done the whole thing. I've done the cute couple photos. Yeah. I've heard the, oh my gosh, like you guys are so cute together. Like, oh my gosh, like
I've never gone in that.
I've gotten that. I'm not trying to. It's a really it is a good feeling, to know that like, wow, like I have somebody that I want to build a life with. Yeah. But you know, now that it's over. Right, that chapter is over for me. I'm at a point where it's like, I would want that again, but now imagine I have that and then more. Yeah. Like I have the cute, like when they were like just starting out, and then years later, they're still together. Oh my gosh, you know them? They're still together. Yeah. Like I wish, like they're the reason I believe in love. I want to be that couple. Yeah. I don't want to just like get a girlfriend, and then like it doesn't work out again, and then I'm like, okay, now I have to redo this cycle of heartbreak, and then what did I learn, and then healing my trauma, like no, I want to like find that and like do it right, and then keep doing it right until it's a sure thing. Yeah, you know, because then like again, like your faith in love will be restored, and so will like everyone else's faith in love. Such a beautiful thing, man. Fuck.
I want to be in love again, man. Fuck. If I'm being real, I really do want to be in love again. That was such a wholesome, joyful, warm feeling. Ah, damn.
So it's not the Booth Podcast if you're not talking about love.
Literally.
Come on, Ken, give us your final thoughts on
yes, guys, it is perfectly fine to be single because variety of reasons, you know, you have more time for yourself. You enjoy a lot of your peace. You're able to work on yourself to become a better version of yourself, higher level. You're not doing it for anyone else. You're actually doing it just for yourself. When you're single, you're in a moment of realization that like, I don't like who I was before. And it's like, I really want to improve. So in order for me to improve, you gotta sacrifice the old me to create a new me. Right? And this new me is gonna be like transcendent. Yeah, take it from me, guys. I've been working on myself. I've been single for a long time. I've learned quite a lot. And I feel like I'm at a stage in life where I'm still working on myself, but I'm at a stage in life where I'm learning so much more than I was before because now I'm like more exposed to a bunch of stuff.
Right.
Not like on a creative level, on a personal level, on an emotional and mental level. And it's just like crazy. It's like, dude, if I was in a relationship, I may not have been able to learn all these things. Maybe the reason why I'm single, I'm supposed to be going through all these things, learning a lot more than others possibly, so I can help others. This isn't my savior complex or whatever. It's like I really enjoy helping other people, giving lessons to people. They ask me for advice. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe this is one of the good reasons why I'm single because I can actually do this because I've learned enough about it, right? And I'm still learning about it, about life in general. And yeah, I say that enjoy your time being single. You're gonna enjoy it. There's a lot more things you can do and a lot more things you can enjoy in life. Like go have fun. Go do that thing you've always wanted to do. Yeah. Go start that passion. Go start that business. Go take the naps that you lost. Take back your sleep. What about you? What are some of your thoughts about being? Is it okay to be single?
I think it is okay to be single. Honestly, I'm thriving. Like I'm happy that I'm single because like if you gotta think about it, I'd rather be like with the right one than waste my time with the wrong one.
Yeah.
I'd rather be building with the right person. Just think of life as this video game where like, if you jump straight to the last level and you keep losing a bunch, it's because you're not ready for that level.
Yeah.
You got to go through each level until you're ready for that one. Just like the same goes with unlocking different characters, different weapons, all this other stuff. You have to go through all these things, all these obstacles in your way, in your life to be ready for the person that you're about to meet. There's going to be a lot of lessons. There's going to be a lot of obstacles, but at the end of the day, once you've found the right person, it'll all be worth it. Kind of the best part about being single is like you get to like make mistakes.
Yeah.
And only hold yourself accountable. Right? When you're in a relationship, it's like yes, it is your fault.
Yeah.
But you have another person telling you it is your fault.
Yeah. I
think you'd only really want to hear that, or I mean like no one really wants to hear that, but I think it's better to hear that from from the person that you're gonna end up with, right? Like because then it's like, okay, yeah, you're right. I can work on myself to be better for you.
Yeah.
Right. I think we were talking about in the car, but it's like I'd rather like wait for the person that tells me I want to be better for you, and not the person that goes, you deserve better.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna find a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
Where they won't want to change for you. They're gonna find any excuse possible to get away from doing the most for you because they're not ready to love you, or they're not fit to love you in the ways that the person you'll end up with will love you. And I don't think I've learned this now. I don't think you should have to teach anyone to love you.
Yeah.
I mean, like if it's a friend, I totally get it. It's different.
Yeah.
But I think when you meet that person that you're gonna end up with, I think they will love you like wholeheartedly with their intuition. Like they'll just know. Like, this is how to love him, and they'll be more open to learning those ways on the journey with you because that's the partner that you need to be with or are destined to be with. So just think of it as a destiny thing, guys. It's okay. It's okay as long as I'm holding out for the right person. And also the reasons that Ken said. Just work on yourself, bro. Like that's what I've been doing. I've been chilling, I've been vibing. Like while you're young, enjoy it while it lasts because then you're gonna be complaining about being in a relationship. Yeah. So then, to each their own. To each their own.
Comment down below why being single is better than being in a relationship, because we want to know what you guys think. So for me, I personally think it's just because you have a lot more time for yourself. You can work on yourself.
I think the same thing. I think I think it's the same. Yeah, you get to work on yourself. Like obviously, yes, you can work yourself, but there's more time for you instead of another person. Yeah. Actually, before we actually like sign off on this,
I'm not sure if it's out yet. You know, that one thing. But if it is, it might be announced on our social media, right? So if it's announced there, you'll know what it is. I'm just not sure if the thing that we're releasing is allowed to be said.
For all you listeners, for all you viewers, as you guys know, we're putting out a TV show, and we wanted to thank you guys for all your support. Thank you guys for your support, because honestly, without your support, we wouldn't have gotten the opportunities that we've been given.
Yeah.
And please, we love for you guys to continue your support, so then we can seek out more opportunities to benefit you guys, to keep giving you guys more content that you guys want. So thank you guys.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tune into our Spotify, give us a rating of 5. Same with Apple Podcasts as well. And follow us on TikTok and everything like that. All the socials down below. And that's been
Dom.
And that's been the booth. Peace. We're good? Yeah. All right, yeah, you're good. You can leave. Anyways.